Sweet Hill.
Time for some candy.
You're gonna fight the candy enemies with more candy?
That's right. Fight candy with candy.
What the heck? Are those cherries?
Now that you mention it, the enemies for Candyland are very uncandy-like.
Not really sure what they are.
So yeah, right off the bat, slot play bonus.
Thank you, Nami-sensei.
Yeah, if it weren't for Nami-sensei, I would be so lost.
I don't remember the cow horoscope. Oh, wait, Taurus.
I'm not sure what's up with that tile glitch in the upper right-hand corner.
I missed it. Of course,
So,
here on Sweet Hill, giant candies float in the sky.
look at all those cakes. Oh yeah,
The way they shade them is very ominous, menacing. So I was curious, if you went back down that hole, would the door still be there?
No.
But you wouldn't be able to get out of them.
There's a little trampoline that boosts you back up.
It's intelligent game.
So, Felix, you remember when we were watching the Hamtaro movies?
Do I?
And how the plots for those were just like really whimsical fantasy nonsense stuff that,
Absolutely inane.
yeah, and just not at all having any bearing on the original show. I think that's just sort of that's kind of how it is for anime content, isn't it? And I feel like it's the similar thing going on with this video game. It's just like this, just romping through a fantasy world that has nothing to do with the somewhat more naturalistic shoujo anime. Granted, there's ESP, and I think there's like some of this fantasy stuff going on too.
Which doesn't show up in this game at all.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just the people who make the games and some of the extra content have nothing to do with the people who make the original content.
Oh yeah, I think this could have just been like some generic old platformer with gameplay taken from...
Oh no!
Gameplay taken from the Capcom Little Nemo game.
Really?
It's the same kind of mechanics. They just did that. I guess this was a hot property. They just kind of slapped it on. That's my theory. It's a little cynical. So you think I'm the kind of player who wants to get the timing on that just right because I want to net those coins?
Why isn't Mikage warning you about this? Don't jump!
I want to get the timing for that. It's totally doable.
Seems like the flower color just alternates every time. Oh, no it doesn't.
So, even I had I had this whole blind run through of Cake Town unedited, and it was still less than 10 minutes.
Cake Town?
Sweets Hill.
Just Sweet Hill. Just
Yeah.
one Sweet Hill.
Sweet Hill, dude.
I like that Mikage has had to watch her sister plummet to her death just over and over and over because she wouldn't listen to her.
She's just smiling in a bubble. Telekinesis. Maybe Tomomi can telepathically communicate the horror of falling to her death.
They share such a link that Mikage just feels all the same emotions of impending doom. That sounds like a cooler game. I'd play that.
Yeah, it takes 40 seconds to get from the beginning of the level to this platforming section. And I had it unedited because it was still less than 10 minutes, but it was just such a...
I'm glad you played this enough to find that out.
I'm not going to inflict this enough. Or I'm not going to inflict that onto the viewers.
It's a nice little...
Those cookie platforms remind me of Do Re Mi Fantasy.
There really is a lot in common. I mean, the whole shooting bubbles to momentarily stun enemies, and then being able to jump off them.
At least you could still squish them in Do Re Mi.
Yeah.
Women aren't even allowed that amount of aggression, apparently.
Man, those punch bowls are great.
Yeah, they're full of tea. I'm drinking tea right now.
Oh, lemon teas.
All the fruit sprites.
Imagine biting into a lemon. Doesn't sound very restorative.
Least of all, a lemon here.
Those little green guys.
Gumdrops? Eating gum? Gum cannibalism?
Gum on gum violence. Man, why don't you guys just stick together? Seems like you can do anything as a pair.
Yeah, that's part of the series. They make physical contact, or like, if you're in physical contact with the other sister, you can do like some pretty good abilities.
Instead, they decided it'd be better to split up and then just meet again at the end of the level.
Yeah, let's split up in this totally alien dimension.
I mean, as soon as they found, like, their teacher, they're like, hey, let's split up again.
Let's all just keep splitting up.
That kind of defeats the purpose of finding somebody.
Now this boss takes the cake, because he is so
It's truly
weird.
terrifying.
He's a clown mouse on a tricycle.
Clown eyes like that always horrify me.
That's the stuff in my nightmares. Tomomi's minigames, always more better.
Hit germ.
Totally action-based.
Your only control is to hit germ.
Yeah, the controls in this minigame are...
Man, they sure like this guy a lot better than that duck. They're
Yeah.
just trash-talking that duck like nothing.
All the boss areas are creepy. It's just like, hello, girlies. Do you like ducks too?
Looks like you have to hit the ones with the helmets twice.
Yeah, you can get a lot of hits out of them, but I don't realize that right now. These controls, there's a little bit of lag in the input. It feels like Chuck E. Cheese, you know? Just like, if you mistime it, you'll hit the wrong strawberry. The silver guys give you 2 points.
I do love the classic, like, Japanese construction worker hat.
Purple one.
What?
So I need to get 70 while I make it. It's gonna be close.
Oh my god. You're cutting it too close. No!
I was so upset that I didn't get one more, so it could be 69. I, Master Cloud! Alright, let's see if I have better luck on this round.
Now you understand you can just whack those guys over and over and over. So you bash their brains in.
Yeah, I have to get through their construction hard hat.
I guess this is kinda educational. You don't want germs on your food?
So smash them with a hammer. I think I do prefer these sub-games rather than trying to fight an area boss with my candy attack.
Yeah.
You could make something fiendish with those mechanics.
So all of Tomomi's are like action-based, and then Mikage is just
Awful.
more puzzle-based.
I'd probably have more fun if Mikage's minigames were like just making potions and stuff, like in Amnesia.
What?
You know?
How do you make that a puzzle?
I guess you don't.
Go
really.
here, get this. Go there, get this. Combine.
Anything would be better than that card game.
Yeah, that card game's brutal.
And anything would be better than the other game that we're gonna see in this update.
Should have showed off all 5 of their different mini games. Or do they
Who is
repeat?
that Dreamboat?
Am I glad to see you? Man, they both seem to like him.
Yeah, it's interesting because I was looking up Kurashige's story in the manga, and he's Mikage's love interest. He is in the chemistry club, and he's on the track team, according to these notes.
Sounds like a dream bong.
Yeah.
do he and Mikage have some chemistry?
Oh yeah.
Were you just showing off that you could get those?
Yes. Nailed it.
Oh my god. Let's see you get the second set.
Nailed it again.
Dang, you
Didn't get
still
that.
can't get the jump.
Yeah, some of these jumps are tricky. There's our friendship scrapbook of no significance. And we're back.
So, what was Mikage's game, or Tomomi's game for the first level? Or did they both just do the...
Yeah, the water gun one is the same. And stage 4 also has a water gun fight.
Oh, they just repeat it?
Yeah, they couldn't even come up with enough minigames for 5 stages. Ah. So this is the worst.
There's all the trash talking in the second level with the boss, but I wonder if, the heck?
So you guess the person who's out of sync, and if you're right, you get 9 points. If you're wrong,
Oh, it's totally the second dude.
you lose 5 points. I'm really bad at this. And I think I pressed that by accident.
This is really funny. I just realized that these characters and the ones in the card game are all the people you're saving.
Mm-hmm.
This is so weird.
I'm losing all my lead. I'm losing
He's
my
not
lead.
even, he's not even doing anything.
He's not doing
He's just
anything.
watching you.
Oh, now it's
Definitely
like
the
I
second
can't
guy.
afford not to guess anymore.
It's
5
the
seconds.
third guy. It's the second guy. It's so obvious.
Don't worry, I'm gonna win. That was so bad.
It's like because you just kept guessing wrong. He didn't even have a chance to guess right.
Yeah, he didn't do anything. That's the worst minigame. God, I hate it.
But I was gonna say, because all the trash talking in the second one, I wonder if it just has to do with the English translation. They didn't or weren't able to translate some of the dialogue in the other boxes.
Yeah, maybe there's could be some more new ones.
Make sure you fall after the stairs.
Very specific, Nami Sensei.
Thanks for your help. Your kindness is appreciated.
No problem. Give it your best shot. They never really give you much information of what this next stage is going to be about.
Just sort of a general end of stage. I wonder if there's something like this at the end of each manga chapter, anime episode.
Oh yeah, Miracle Station. Maybe at the end of every manga volume, they would totally do that kind of omake thing.
Yeah, advice from the mangaka.
About life, about love, about chemistry.
Totally about love.